Jake, my question there is obviously it's preseason action, so it's still kind of early and there's a lot of players missing, but what were your overall thoughts on tonight's game?
I thought we competed for parts of the game. There were a couple stretches where I thought we matched their physicality the second quarter. But the first quarter, and I would say the start of the third, I think we struggled a little bit to compete with their physicality and to kind of just play with the same pace that they were playing with. It's first preseason game. Obviously, it wasn't going to be perfect in any way. I feel like a lot of us, the legs weren't there either. We were, a bit slow, short on the jump shot, stuff like that. But little things that we're going to easily be able to work out and get over.
Last one for me there. Austin started off red hot there in the beginning, kind of initiating the offense. What did you see from him early on in that first half?
Yeah, that's what he does. That's what Austin's role is on this team, is get buckets, facilitate for the rest of the players, and he did just that. Yeah, that's kind of just is what he does.
Yeah, and Jake, I know the result wasn't what you guys wanted, but how did you feel about the chemistry? I know it's building towards better. What did you see tonight?
Yeah, again, the training camp was really all we had to get used to playing with each other and certain lineups and stuff like that. And again, we had some guys out tonight, but I think for the most part, I thought it went pretty well. I think we're all going to click. I think we're all going to play really well together. We all complement each other really, really well when we're out there. I thought Vando did a really good job of setting the intensity on the defensive end, guarding their perimeter guys. Austin obviously facilitating. Rui did a really good job tonight. DA being a force inside. Jax. I thought for the most part, we'll fix everything that we're supposed to and get better.
Yeah, Jake, I know LeBron and Luka obviously didn't play tonight, but in your first taste of action, what did you kind of see about what your role could be offensively on this team?
Yeah, kind of a little bit what I showed tonight, and I know I'd been saying it all training camp whenever I was getting interviewed, media day, all that stuff is kind of I just go out there and play hard, and I feel like I had a couple plays out there tonight where you kind of saw what that meant. But as far as complimenting those guys when they're playing, spacing the floor, shooting those threes, being able to connect pretty well, reading closeout, stuff like that, and then just crashing the glass. I like getting offensive rebounds, helping on the defensive glass as well, and then just guarding. And again, I was probably a little bit slow tonight, this first preseason game, but just gotta get my win, and we'll all be good.
Just connecting with that, no Luka and LeBron, but we saw a lot of AR, Ayton screens, and with you involved as well as a screener there. How'd you feel? Did you feel like that was creating advantages even if you guys weren't able to fully take advantage of it by scoring? Did you feel like you were kind of creating open shots on the weak side, kind of with that pick and roll pairing?
Yeah, I think we have really good actions. Obviously, it's always going to be different when you're playing against opposing teams and you're not just playing against each other in practice, because we know what we're doing, and different teams have different schemes. DeAndre's a huge person, so obviously he's going to be able to get guys open, working on court top screen, stuff like that. I think that's going to be really, really good with him and Austin, and then Luka obviously when he's back playing, and then just when I'm screening or Rui or DK or something like that, just being able to ghost out and kind of read stuff like that, it definitely helps. So yeah, I think we'll be good.
Just really quick on the defensive end, you were chasing over the top of screens, kind of giving back pressure, also helping out on the weak side. Have you been told your defensive role on the team?
Yeah, when I talked with JJ, he pretty much just told me defend with toughness, and I kind of think that's what I do. My first year, I definitely struggled on the defensive end, so ever since then I had focused pretty much every offseason on doing some defensive things, and I think I would consider myself a pretty good defender. And yeah, I was on D-Book a couple times tonight. Guarded Dylan for the most part though, and yeah, just being in shifts, just showing bodies and helping out where I can. Awesome, appreciate you guys.